Today, I would like to tell you about a very important person from the Bible. This person is not only significant in Christianity, but also in Judaism and Islam. He is considered a common prophet among these three major religions. His name is Abraham, and he is recognized as the common ancestor of both the Hebrew and Arab peoples. God called Abraham to leave his home in Ur, located in present-day Iraq. He instructed Abraham to journey to a new land called Canaan, which is recognized today as Israel and the Palestinian territories. God promised Abraham that he would become the father of a great nation and that through him, all the nations of the world would be blessed. Abraham trusted and obeyed God, even though he did not know his destination. Abraham was married to Sarah, and when they were very old, they had a son named Isaac. This was a special blessing because they had waited many years for this child. Now let's discuss a well-known story titled Testing of Abraham. Is found in Genesis 22 of the Bible. One day, God chose to test Abraham's faith by asking him to do something incredibly difficult, to sacrifice his beloved son, Isaac, on a mountain in the land of Moriah. This request was shocking, as Isaac was not only Abraham's son, but also the fulfillment of God's promise to him. Even though this was a difficult decision, Abraham obeyed God. Early the next morning, he gathered wood for the sacrifice, saddled his donkey, and took Isaac with him. They traveled for 3 days. During this time, Abraham must have experienced a mix of emotions, love for his son, and fear about what he had to do. As they ascended the mountain, Isaac asked, "Where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" Abraham replied, "God himself will provide the lamb." This shows that even though he was worried, Abraham still trusted God to take care of them. When they reached the mountain, Abraham built an altar and arranged the wood upon it. Then he tied up Isaac and laid him on top of the wood. As Abraham raised his knife to sacrifice Isaac, an angel called out from heaven, "Abraham! Abraham!" The angel stopped him just in time. This moment demonstrated that God had been testing Abraham's faith all along. When Abraham looked up, he saw a ram caught in a thicket by its horns. He sacrificed the ram instead of Isaac. The angel then told Abraham that because he obeyed God and did not withhold his son, God would bless him and make his descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky. Now let's discuss a painting that captures this powerful moment, The Sacrifice of Isaac, by the artist Caravaggio in 1603. At the center of the painting, a dramatic and tense scene unfolds. Abraham, the father, restrains his son, Isaac, with one hand, firmly gripping the boy's neck. The urgency and struggle in his movements are palpable. With his other hand, Abraham wields a sharp knife, poised to carry out the sacrifice. Isaac is a young boy, his body twisted and his head turned to the side, revealing both fear and confusion. His eyes are wide open, and his mouth is slightly agape, as if he is crying out in fear. His face is illuminated, highlighting his vulnerability. The light emphasizes the boy's innocence and the dramatic intensity of the scene. Caravaggio captures the muscular tension in Abraham's hand, illustrating the strength and determination behind the older man's actions. Abraham is portrayed with an expression of mixed anguish and resolve. His furrowed brow reflects the internal conflict he experiences as he prepares to obey a divine command. However, at this moment of intense drama, an angel appears on the left side of the painting. The angel leans forward, grasping Abraham's arm to prevent him from completing the sacrifice. One can almost sense the swift movement of the angel's intervention. The angel's expression is calm but firm, conveying divine authority and the urgency to stop Abraham's actions. The angel's presence adds a sense of divine intervention and relief to the composition. The ram is positioned as the substitute for Isaac, aligning with the biblical story where God provides a ram as a replacement for the sacrifice. When you look at this painting, do you feel that the story is almost too real, as if it could unfold in everyday life? Caravaggio's early experiences taught him to observe life closely, which is evident in his realistic portrayal of biblical figures as ordinary people. This approach not only humanizes the biblical narrative, but also invites viewers to engage with the emotional depth of the story.